Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 14 Days of Christmas. And we are posting on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I am using my kit from 49 and Market. It's their Holiday Wishes line. And I've got a whole bunch of friends playing along with me, including MK. MK and I kind of started this because we didn't see a whole lot of stuff going on for December. So we thought we'd invite a bunch of friends to play along. And the list to all of their links are down below, so you can go and check them out. I am starting out with this awesome teal paper. And I thought I'd go kind of simple today. I'm going to layer up a bunch of photo mats behind this photo of our dog. This was our dog that we had for many, many years when my kids were growing up. He was my favorite dog of all time. His name is Zeb, and he was super attached to me. He was my little shadow. And it makes me kind of sad to scrapbook this, but also kind of happy because, you know, we had a lot of time with him, and it was a pleasure having him as part of our family. The reason I chose this teal paper is somehow in the photo his eyes look that color, and so it works well. I don't know. There's not really any other reason beyond that. And then he does have a Christmas bow around his neck. And so I don't put a title on this, but I do have a little word phrase sticker that it says, I think it says dressed for the holidays or something like that. And I thought it was just totally, it says dressed in holiday style. I thought it was totally appropriate for him because he is dressed up for it. I mean, he's not wearing anything but a bow and his collar, but it's kind of funny because anytime their collars are off, I always say the dogs are naked, even though it's just a collar. But anyway, he's got his bow on and he is ready for the holidays, and he is sitting there begging for something. I don't know what, but he's begging for something. He is not one that would normally sit up like that and beg for food, so he was probably being enticed with a treat to sit up like that. And this dog was kind of funny because he thought he was actually a human. He came with our trampoline. I've done an entire layout about this. A friend was moving and couldn't take the trampoline, called us and asked us if we wanted the trampoline. And I said, yeah, absolutely. And she said, okay, it comes with a dog. So we got a dog and a trampoline. And yes, he did jump on the trampoline with the kids. But he was just a really good fit for our family. So I thought I would go ahead and include him in this because he was there for Christmas on this particular year, which I believe I am scrapbooking 2008. Yep, really old photos, but that's okay. I normally put off scrapbooking holiday stuff because I get tired of the monotony of red and green. So this collection has been awesome because it's got a bunch of different colors in it. And so I went ahead and started ripping my papers at the bottom. I like that torn edge at the bottom. And as you saw there, that faux lace piece that is actually a laser cut element, I cut the top of it off. I'm going to use it across the top. I'm going to use the piece across the bottom. I am going to snip the edges off of it. I just am kind of testing it there while I figure things out. Those trees are not going to stay, and neither are those deer. They look really good, just not on this layout. They will get used on a different layout later in the month, but it was too many different motifs. I've got the roses and the cardinal up there in the corner, and bringing in the trees with the deer was just, I don't know, it just seemed overkill. So I think part of creating is also knowing when to stop. And I know there's a lot of more is more and out there, and yeah, I do tend to agree with that on some things, but on other things, like you might want to stop at some point because more is kind of not always more, in my own opinion. I am not somebody who likes to throw everything on the page, but I do like to have a lot on the page and have it make sense and have it look cohesive. So that's just my own style. If that's not your style, that's totally okay. I'm not saying it's not right to do it. There's no real rules in scrapbooking. So you do you. I just like mine to be a little bit organized, and that's just the way my brain works. I like organization in my life, and I'm not super type A. I mean, my house is not always clean, and things are not always put away where they're supposed to be. But I do tend to like that organized look, and it makes me feel happy. So anyway, I am going to use that big faux bow. It is actually a bow, but it's made out of paper. And I'm not normally a person who uses a lot of bows on their layouts, but I like these ones because they're kind of like, they've got those soft lines that have that organic feel of the twist and the twirl of the ribbon. And I think that looks really cool. I also kind of struggle with putting things across my photo like this red band, but I like it in this case, and it works really well on this photo. It's not blocking anything, and so I'm liking it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as well, and then the bow is going to look like it's attached to that. I'm going to layer up a couple of tickets and tags, not tags, tickets, a postage stamp, and such up at the top here, a label, which is kind of like my go-to. I love labels, and I love tickets and stuff like that. So I think that is really easy for me to layer up. And like I said, I'm keeping this one pretty simple. There's no mixed media really. I am going to sprinkle some gold Heidi Swap Color Shine at the end. But other than that, there's no mixed media. I didn't fussy cut the paper or anything like that. No rub-ons. I'm just keeping this one really simple, letting the paper in the background do the work for me. And kind of going monochromatic really for the all of the stuff around the layers behind the photo or around the photo. Everything is red and white. I didn't add in a whole bunch of other stuff. So basically this is a red and white layout on top of a teal and red paper, and I like the way that it looks. So I am still playing around with those trees. I wanted to cut the white off and see how it looked, and it still just brought in it's just too many different motifs for me. And so it's going to get used on another layout. So I figured, I might as well cut the white off anyway, just to kind of see what it looks like. And I did let it sit there for a while, just to actually, you know what? I'm lying. That green tree is staying, but it's going to get tucked behind some stuff. I'm going to add this little flower to it, and because it kind of cuts down on the overall size of the tree, I think it looks okay there. So scratch all that other stuff that I said, but I am going to cut the white off of the trees for the other layouts as well, because there was just too much white showing, and I didn't want those trees to be prominent and down in that bottom corner. So this one tucked in looks okay. It just brings in, well, it's really just white and neutrals and a tiny hint of green, but with that flower over the top of it, it just looks very just like another layer tucked in. I am going to add one of these epoxy pieces that says peace and joy to that cluster. I like how that looks, and I like how the two little epoxy hearts add to the layout as well, with kind of a diagonal look across the photo there. And I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm not even adding a title to this. I'm just letting the Dressed in Holiday Style be the little tiny title, and I'll just put a few words about him in that label, and if I have anything more to say, I'll just write it below the photograph on the teal paper. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Don't forget to check out the other people playing along with me. Links are down below for you, and I will be back again on Thursday with another holiday video, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.